Coming up on the Angus Report, the hot-button issue of antibiotic use in animal agriculture, and one state where leaders from both sides of the aisle have come together to ease concern.
More cattle in the feed yard spurs the need for more consumer demand.
CME Group announces important changes to cattle trading.
Plus, why herd expansion this time around is different, and why Angus breeders like Ike.
This is the Angus Report. Hello and welcome to the Angus Report. I'm Bob Cervera.
And I'm Crystal Albers.
Our top news this week. Animal agriculture is under increased pressure while more consumers question how livestock producers use antibiotics. At the heart of the issue is antibiotic resistance and its source, and mainstream reports that vary in accuracy. In California, producers under even more intensified scrutiny have worked with their state legislators to draft legislation that works for both lawmakers and producers and introduces a phase-in period for new antibiotic standards.
I'm sure a lot of your producers have heard of the Veterinary Feed Directive and how we're going to not use antibiotics strictly for growth, promotion, and feed efficiency. That's federal. That's going to happen. That has happened. We're going to learn to adapt to that. California's taken that a step further. And last year in our state legislature sponsored a couple of bills. One of them was really extreme, and that never got out of committee, but there was a Senate bill which was passed. SB 27, Senate Bill 27, we worked with the author. When it was initially proposed, our members were in opposition, and then we said, wait a second, maybe this is something that we can make work, which shows the public we do use our antibiotics appropriately, still provides the tools we need, but it does take out that opportunity for simply to say somebody who has no quality assurance training can walk into Tractor Supply and buy sulfur or tetracycline or penicillin and use that without any training whatsoever. Over-the-counter antibiotics, for medically important antibiotics, those used in humans, you aren't going to be able to go buy those anymore without a script in California within 2 years. But I think with a couple of years to phase that in, I think it's a win actually in a couple of ways. One, our producers are going to need to work with their veterinarians more closely. Two, it gives the public confidence that we know what we're doing as we utilize antibiotics. So we can make that work. Luckily, we have a couple of years to phase it in to figure out exactly how that will impact our producers.
Angus breeders can expect even more improved genomic selection tools in the coming weeks. Angus Genetics Incorporated announces that, through work with research partner Zoetis, a recalibration of genomic-enhanced EPDs will soon be released. This is the 5th recalibration of its kind since the debut of genomic-enhanced EPDs, and a continuation of the process to further refine selection accuracy as more producers DNA test more animals.
But we've been working the last number of months on calibration 5. And so you can expect that here later this year in 2016. And on a preliminary basis, things have evolved just as anticipated. We continue to explain more variation for more traits. And so we'll be excited to work with AGI to ease that into the production cycle. Calibration 1 would have only probably included those that were very prominent in the pedigrees. That was back in 2010. And we've come a long ways. To contrast that with calibration 5, that now, Crystal, includes genotypes from over 100,000 animals. And so we're witnessing firsthand in just a 5-6 year period how technology can really take root and can get better and better as people use it.
More information about the pending recalibration, set to enter production this spring, is available through AGI at angus.org. Live and feeder cattle markets are set for some changes after an announcement from CME Group regarding livestock trading. Officials there announced shorter trading hours and the formation of a working group to consider other modifications to further enhance livestock markets. The changes were based on customer requests, according to a statement issued by CME Group earlier this month, and came after industry groups expressed concern about increased market volatility. Livestock futures and options trading hours will be reduced to align with the period of greatest liquidity. Effective Monday, February 29th, with CFTC approval, the proposed trading hours for live cattle, feeder cattle, and lean hog futures and options will be 8:30 a.m. to 1:02 p.m. Central Time, Monday through Friday for open outcry options. CME Globex futures and options trading hours will be 8:30 a.m. to 1:05 p.m. Central Time, Monday to Friday. Daily settlement period and procedures for CME livestock contracts will remain unchanged. Also, CME and the National Cattlemen's Beef Association have formed a working group to discuss other enhancements like circuit breakers and other measures to heighten market quality.
Research shows that beef cows bred earlier in a breeding season are more productive during their entire life cycle. That's according to George Perry of South Dakota State University. Over the past decade, Perry has been focused on reproduction efficiency in beef cattle and what it'll take to produce more calves and, in turn, more beef for the growing population. Perry says beef producers face challenges with pregnancy rates within the herd, and his research is looking into the hormone estradiol in heifers and cows, which may lead to improved conception rates. On the bull side, they're evaluating what factors may influence better sperm survival and fertilization. Read more about Perry's research online at angus.media or in the February issue of the Angus Journal.
We go now to Jenna McCrell for a look at news you need to know this week in the Angus business.
Thanks, Crystal. Angus sales are continuing at a steady pace across the country, with bull and female offerings that take place every day throughout March. And coming off a record high averages in 2015, demand for registered Angus genetics remains strong into the new year. Recent reports from the American Angus Association show that in January 2016, more than 2,000 registered Angus bulls and nearly 900 females were sold at events nationwide. Year-to-date averages show that registered Angus bulls brought nearly $6,000 per head, while females averaged more than $5,200 per head. Visit angus.media for more sale reports and trends. The winter months can also mean calving season on the ranch, and we've enjoyed seeing many of your new herd additions on social media. In this photo, Carrie Jean from Cedar City, Utah, says they're just hanging with the baby. John Robinson shared this photo of his calf that's hiding out in the pasture, and Stacy Butler shares a photo of a calf whose pedigree can be traced back to a cow born on their family ranch in 1924. Check out the American Angus Association on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter to see photos of Angus calves from all across cattle country. And the American Angus Association strives to provide students with opportunities to benefit themselves and the future of the cattle business. Through scholarship programs offered through the Angus Foundation and the American Angus Auxiliary, Angus youth who are passionate about the beef industry are provided financial support to further their education. Current high school seniors and college students should take note of upcoming May deadlines and details for each scholarship program. Find complete information online at angus.org. And that's what you need to know this week in the Angus business.
Thanks, Jenna. When the Angus Report returns, why this herd expansion is different.
And the presidential race makes us nostalgic for the days when the commander-in-chief was at home in a barn.
Visit angus.org to continue watching this episode of the Angus Report.
The Angus Report is brought to you by Merck Animal Health. Why not prevent respiratory disease before it steals from your bottom line? Vista Once protects your calves with the most complete respiratory disease coverage available. And Vision Blackleg vaccines can add 14 pounds per calf at weaning. Contact your veterinarian or animal health supplier today.
Have you discovered self-deworming cattle products? All the benefits of an effective deworming without all the labor, handling, and stress. Discover Safeguard self-deworming cattle products, ask your local animal health provider, or visit safeguardcattle.com for more information.
Did you know that your checkoff works to safeguard beef's image and reputation? There's lots of noise on the internet, but did you know the checkoff uses the website factsaboutbeef.com to tackle myths? Did you know factsaboutbeef.com also shares stories about beef production? While you're focused on managing your beef business, your checkoff is busy protecting the image of your industry and your end product. Get to know your checkoff at mybeefcheckoff.com.
Angus breeders, predictability is now more affordable. Introducing the I-50K from Zoetis, a genomic test that allows you to dig deeper for untapped herd potential. Access genomic information on even more animals for less cost without sacrificing accuracy. I-50K from Zoetis helps you make more informed decisions sooner and better match your females to that perfect sire. To learn more, visit i50k.com.
Briarwood Farms brings Class and Carcass to their 2016 sale March 20th in Butler, Missouri. Bid on the yearling granddaughter of 2012 Foundation female Sid Jin Buena 9511. Or set your sights on bulls with hard as brick data to back them up. Powerful and productive cow-calf pairs are ready to lay the foundation in your herd. Join us at 1 p.m. March 20th at Briarwood Farms or view the sale online. Every bull buyer is entered for a chance to win a commercial heifer. Visit us on Facebook or BriarwoodAngusFarms.com for more info. Briarwood Farms, genetics built for the long haul.
Deads, treatment costs, and poor performance. The combined effects of scours can add up to thousands of dollars per year. Protect your bottom line against these critical losses with Scour Boss. It's the only scours vaccine with the flexibility to administer at PregCheck with broad spectrum protection you won't find anywhere else. Contact your Elanco sales representative or visit scourboss.com to learn more about Scour's protection that delivers what others can't.
Beef quality is everyone's responsibility, including yours. That's why the Checkoff-funded Beef Quality Assurance Program is key to your future. BQA, empowering people because you can make a difference, taking responsibility because it's our job, not someone else's. Working together because product safety and wholesomeness is everyone's business. Find out more at bqa.org.